gonna do it while we're. All right. Should we just intro? You want me to clap?
I already clapped.
Should I clap again? Because
You
all
can
that
clap
shit's
again.
not. What is on? All right, third clap. Look for the third clap when you do this.
No problem.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome to Too Much to Say.
Yeah.
Duncan convinced me to do it. Mr. No Video. That's me.
You know,
honestly.
this is something that we've talked about for a long time.
Yeah.
Too Much to Say as an entity has existed for a while now.
Almost 3 years.
Wow. That's impressive. Longer than my podcast lasted.
It went really hard for like 9 months to a year, and then we just fell off.
But it's being like a phoenix rising from the ashes. This
Again and again. It's been rebooted a lot.
It has been rebooted a lot. This time in full HD, or actually in 4K, should I say. But yeah, we talked a long time about sort of Wonder Twin Powers Unite. Too Much to Say is your baby. Mm-hmm. You being Eric, by the way, and I'm Duncan. We didn't really intro.
At Dunk Butler.
At Dunk Butler.
At Play a Lotta.
We discussed like my video, know how, I guess, your, the idea, your baby, Too Much to Say, kind of coming together in one place. So this will, if all goes to plan, this will live in two separate places on the Heroshot YouTube channel, also on the Too Much to Say podcast feed.
Absolutely. So you may be hearing this or watching this.
Yeah.
If everything works.
If you were smart, you'd probably just be listening to it. But nonetheless, I'm very excited about this, man. I think it's...
Yeah, this helps us kind of expand to do different things that aren't stuck for an audio format.
Excuse me.
Isaac, I know you're probably watching this, so we're going to have to get you on a video at some point.
It's going to happen, man. It's going to have to happen. Unless he's just going to be like, unless he's going to be like the producer that's like in the background that you never actually see.
I think Isaac would like that, to be honest.
He might actually enjoy that.
Yeah.
But no, I'm very excited about this because what it does for me is like, I mean, as much as I love like TV and movies and all that good stuff, like with Heroshot, like I've wanted to sort of broaden the horizons of what Heroshot could be for a while now. And I think this is like the vehicle to do it. This specific...
It's literally in anything and everything.
Yeah, exactly. For anybody who has like listened to Too Much to Say before, you'll know that it's kind of like just whatever goes.
It's mildly controlled chaos, honestly.
Yeah. And I'm so looking forward to it.
Yeah, we already got a couple really cool ideas for... I have a notes app full of just random topic discussions.
Yeah.
And then we've talked about different things to do. Isaac and I have talked about different things to do also. There's one series still that Isaac has to do at some point. Whether he does it with me or without me, he's got to do it.
What number?
Yeah.
Do you know which number Too Much to Say this would technically be? Do you know off the top of your head?
No, because I stopped numbering them after we changed it up to be random topic.
Oh, okay.
Because it used to be like Heroshot with the news.
That's actually pretty smart.
So, and then I started just naming the episodes by topic.
Yeah, that's actually probably a good idea.
But yeah, this is somewhere probably because we also did Too Much to Rank, Too Much to Say, Too Much to... I think Too Much to Play, where we only talked about video games.
I'm excited.
I wanted Too Much to be like a umbrella and then a bunch of things underneath it.
Right.
So,
and like Heroshot kind of being like just the video side of that.
Sure. Or yeah. Like news and like pop culture, and then just like it's kind of the base like for the YouTube area of it and everything.
I forgot what I was gonna say, but like Too Much to Rank and stuff like that. Like I'm really excited to sort of like get that all in one, you know. But it also like doing, because we've got some pretty exciting, like some pretty fun stuff planned. That I think is going to.
There's one we've been talking about recently, as of like 2 days ago, that I texted you. That's like, very unconventional.
I think it's going to thrive as a video version. It would be great as an audio only, which I know that's like your forte, but like
because it's just so much.
It's so much.
That's
so much
being
easier.
lazy about it. Is I'm like, yeah.
But I'm excited to like get some of this stuff like on YouTube and on the podcast feed. And also like I did my own podcast for like 2 years. It no longer exists, and I'm just really excited to kind of get back into the flow of a show, I guess, as opposed to just like quick little videos that I did.
You're great with trailer reactions and all that, but I know sometimes you want to like be able to talk and not just react.
I miss doing a podcast for sure.
Same. I always miss doing that. Every week I'm like, man, I wish I was like recording right now.
Absolutely.
But yeah, so kind of what we're doing for this episode, it's something I've had on my notes app for a while. I should put the dates of whenever I think of these ideas because I think that'd be kind of fun to see how far we go and why I thought about it.
Like a year ago, you mentioned like doing this idea. Yeah.
Duncan and I are going to take the Wonderlic Test, which is a kind of an aptitude test.
We're out here trying to get a mother effing scholarship.
Yeah, we're trying to get on an NFL team here. Most famously, probably the most famous person, probably the smartest person to play in the NFL, Ryan Fitzpatrick. He got a really high score on it. From what I saw earlier,
it's like a QB thing. QBs usually
QBs and offensive linemen
do pretty well.
There's only one player that I know of, and I honestly forget his name. I was looking at this stuff pretty quick. There's only one player to get a perfect 50.
Chewbacca Johnson.
But no, so it seems like a very outdated way to test an
NFL does a
player
little bit.
To be like, how good are you going to be?
I still don't know, why do they still do this?
I have my theories on it. I don't want to bring it up.
Is it just tradition? Because they did it 50 years ago. They still do it?
Honestly, do you want me to put on my tinfoil hat or no? Because it's going to get super like tinfoily here.
Oh, what is it? Okay, go ahead.
I believe they used to do this because it was to push up white people, white players.
I was going to say, I felt like,
I could totally see this though. Like 50. I don't think they've been doing this for 50 years. I'm sure it's a lot less than that.
Yeah.
But I feel like they were like, okay, well, it makes an excuse for like someone to be like, well, they're smart because they've had better opportunity or they've been able to go to a more prestigious school, segregation and all that. So I think honestly, I think it's kind of a weak thing to do. I think it's very outdated. I think a lot of what the NFL does to get people into the league and during the league is outdated and run wrong anyways. But I digress there. We could talk about the NFL honor. That could be its own topic one day, honestly.
Football.
But, yeah, so I think this is just an interesting thing for us to take and see what we would get.
Right.
This is a practice test.
No idea. But
it's a full 50 questions, 12 minutes. So it's exactly the same length and amount of questions that you get to take the actual test. So that way we don't have to like ratio anything out and be like, well, you would probably get this.
And so, so like even after the 12 minutes, like even if you only answer 40 questions, that's just how it is, right?
Yes. Okay. So the most you could get then is a 40 and you have to get all of them right.
That's how it's scored? Like if you get one right, it's
1 point.
Oh, okay.
So your score out of 50. So that means one NFL player in NFL history since they've been doing this has gotten a perfect 50 questions.
Chewbacca Johnson.
Chewy Jones. Chewy Joe.
Chewy Joe.
Chewy Joe. So I keep saying too much. So I'll just switch to the word so apparently. What we're going to do is Duncan's going to take it first.
Barack Obama does. He just pauses.
He does. I think I told you that. What we're going to do first is Duncan is going to record. Why I'm like having a brain meltdown right now. Duncan's going to take the test. He's not going to necessarily, I'm not going to look at the screen to see what answers he's selecting. I don't want to know your answers because, like I said, I don't want it to affect my decision when I'm going through, because chances are it may be the same 50 questions, even if they're a different order.
Yeah. I would imagine they're probably similar questions.
Yeah. So talk out loud if you want to. If you happen to say an answer you think it is, whatever. But obviously, let's keep it.
You want me to say the question?
Yes. Always say the question out loud and then think out loud.
Okay.
Would you like for me to go first to kind of get the feel for
maybe
it?
If you do, maybe you should go first. I know you didn't want to go first.
No, that's fine. That's fine. I'm fine going first if you feel like that's...
Yeah, because I know you have an idea in your head.
In very typical too much to say fashion, we're going to pivot last second to something else.
Well, I know you kind of know how you want it to be, and I don't want to screw
in my head,
up.
No matter how much I explain it, it's like if something's off a little bit, I get really like weird about stuff. Oh. Can't wait for someone to hear that on there. Okay, so start quiz. All right, so I got 12 minutes. How many pairs of names below are exact duplicates? And it's got a bunch of names. I actually had to do this recently for a for an interview opportunity. Don't look at the question itself.
Okay.
Or like the page.
I won't look. I'm blind. I'll take my glasses off. I can't see ish without my glasses.
Okay. How many duplicates are there? Now it's a list of numbers.
See, like I feel like this could be bad because like I don't want to disturb you.
No, you're fine. You're fine. Okay, let me see something here. All right, so now here's addition. So
I was looking at that. I thought
52
you were left-handed for a second.
0.12 plus 4.1111. We got 206. So this is how I'm kind of doing it. I'm writing it out to, this is where you may get the answer. Plus
I'll forget.
0.45. I wonder if there's one of those tests where you're better off actually like skipping a question if you feel like it's going to take you too long.
Always choose,
You know what I'm saying?
what do they say? Choose the letter C.
1, 2, 3. Oh, shit. 1, 2.
Barnacles.
Did you do that a lot in school? Like always choose a letter C?
If it was one that I was not sure of, like, yeah, sometimes I'd just guess C. Almost Scantron.
Yep. Okay. So I think I got that right. Healthy versus sick is, so
You're like, it's like a correlation.
yeah, and it's like, it says like similar, opposite, stuff like that. Negative 57 plus negative 74. If you add a negative, see, I actually forget this from school. I'm at 9 minutes and 30 seconds left.
Sick is to healthy.
I actually forgot this. I guess we shouldn't be able to use calculators.
You mean go get a calculator?
No, because I feel like that's cheating. I'm sure you can't use a calculator in it. A copy machine repairman makes...
Andrew Luck did not use a calculator.
No. A copy machine repairman makes $12.50 per hour plus $4 for every service call he performs. Last week he worked 34 hours. 34 times $12.50. And he made 6 service calls. So he makes $4, 6 service calls. That's $24. 34 times 12. You've got, oh my God. So half of 34 is 17. So that takes care of the 50. And then we've got
Dude, it's gonna be a mess.
Why this recording?
No, me taking the test.
Oh, 2 times 4 is 8. I totally forgot how to do multiplication by hand, to be honest.
8 times 7 is 56. 8 times 7 is...
Oh my God, you're making me laugh. So I got 8.5 minutes left. 12.50 an hour. So 12. All right. So I'm gonna do this. 12 times 34. Why do I feel like such an idiot right now? 10 times 30 would be 3,000, correct? So we got that. So 10 times 30
is 300.
See, I'm so dumb, man. I work at a bank and in
You work at
finances
a
and
bank,
stuff.
man.
Dude, but we rely on calculators for everything because you got to be right. So
Yeah.
you don't really do math yourself. You don't do
Right.
maths
Nobody
by
actually does
yourself.
math.
I'm just gonna guess this from the last 2 digits. 11 and 3. So 4. So 41.
56.
See, that doesn't even add up to anything that I think it is.
56.
If the first 2 statements are true, is the third statement true? All servers at Wembley restaurant are required to wear at least 12 pieces of flair. Craig wears 15 pieces of flair at work. Craig is a server at Wembley's. The first 2 statements are true, is the third statement true? Okay, I'm not going to say that. The 6th month of the year is...
That was that.
Which 3 pieces are required to create the figure on the left? Only pieces of the same color may overlap. This is almost where we needed this hooked up like to there maybe. That maybe would have made sense.
I was going to say it would probably be helpful if you had screen recorded that.
Yeah, I probably should have. Which 3 pieces are required to create the figure on the left? So we got only pieces of the same color may overlap. Which 3 pieces are required to... Oh, I got to check them. So we got C. I totally think I got that wrong. Dog is to veterinarian as blank is to dentist.
Tartar control.
Tartar. A football field is 100 yards and also includes 2 end zones that are 10 yards long each. How many feet long is a football field, including the end zones? So you have about 300 feet plus 30 plus 30. Okay. So like that's when you'll probably get. Over the course of, like with me saying it out loud.
Probably.
Over the course of 2 weeks, I'll spend $105 on lunch. It sounds like me in like 1 week. What was the average cost per day? So 105 divided by 12. 12 goes into 10 0 times.
Long division.
Yeah, which I also haven't done long division by hand in such a long time. So we got 12 goes into 105. I should know this because I actually budget out my lunch like this. I have right under 6 minutes left. Over the course of $105 on lunch. So, all right, I'm just going to guess on that one. I can't wait to get like a 5. There are 40 grams of sugar.
This is not a very correlated.
I'm only on question 13. There are 40 grams of sugar in a 12-ounce can of Dr. Pepper. If your max intake of sugar permitted for the day is 25 grams, how much Dr. Pepper can you drink? So about 2/3. So if we break that up, that's 4/8. So about 7.5, I'm going to say. After folding these triangles into a closed pyramid, which shaded corner would touch the corner A? After folding these triangles into a closed pyramid, why? Why is this a thing? I would not be able to do this. No corner would touch A. Yeah, but which? It folded into a closed pyramid. But I don't know how it would fold into a closed pyramid. I'm going to go with C. If the first three statements are true, is the fourth statement true? These are my kind of questions. Koalas are mammals. Marsupials are the only mammals that have pouches. Koalas have pouches. Koalas are marsupials. Easy. Pick the state on the West Coast. Farmer is to crops as blank is to horseshoes. When folded into a solid shape, which corner touches corner A? I don't like this at all.
I'm going to do so bad.
Question 19, finally, about 4 minutes, 20 seconds. 4:20, took it up. Mary got a raise of 2% on her salary. If her original salary was $160,000, how much is it after the raise is implemented? So, all right, so we got, see, that's not even an answer I have. Oh, yeah, yep, actually, that's what I got. A marathon is 26.2 miles. If Sally ran a marathon in 3 hours and 3 minutes, what was her approximate pace? What? A marathon is 26.2 miles. If Sally ran a marathon in 3 hours and 3 minutes, what was her approximate pace? I don't know. She's good, probably. I don't know.
She fast.
So are we saying she ran 3 hours? Okay. What month is 5 months after March? We got April, May, June, July, August. Which word does not belong? Dentist, optometrist. Oh, sorry, I shouldn't say this. Are you looking at him?
No.
Okay. Miguel found it impossible to blank himself from his mangled car after the accident. What? A box of candies contains caramel chocolates and chocolates with nuts. There are 3 times more caramel chocolates as there are chocolates with nuts. I just say caramel, but I feel like caramel is the right way to say it. If there are 20 chocolates total, how many are there of each type? Okay. 3 times more. Okay, so it's 15. Okay. Whoops, sorry. Are the following 2 words similar, contradictory, or not related? Fault and break. -14 plus 13 equals... If it takes 2 minutes to make it through the circuit and Josh is number 32 in line, what circuit? What does that mean? How will it be until he is done?
A circle.
Oh, okay. Like you're racing or something?
Like a lap.
Okay, 2 minutes. He's number 32, so 31 people are going to go in front of him. So that is 62, which is an hour and 2 minutes. Then he needs to add 2 minutes onto that, so an hour and 4 minutes. Sorry, I said that out loud. Are the following 2 words similar, contradictory, or not related? Familiar and gallant. I'm going to guess on that one, but I'm pretty sure. Are the following two words similar, contradictory, or not related? Level and equal. Rearrange the words below to make the best sentence. Which word should come just after time? Arrive time, what computer does her? What? Redact, react. Do these words have similar meanings? Contradictory meanings mean neither the same nor the opposite. I have less than a minute officially, 56 seconds. Question 32 with 49 seconds. Select the word that is similar to gross.
Bleh.
How many sides does a septagon have? It's not 8. Joseph gets married next month. 1 year ago from the date he will get married, Joseph was in the Hamptons for the 4th of July. Joseph is obviously
ballin'.
A rich white man. What month is it?
February.
Gets married next month. 1 year ago from the date he will get married. So this is not that. How many ounces are in a pound and a half? When folded into a cube, I hate these questions. 7 seconds. How many corners would touch A? I don't know. Woo.
All right. So are we done?
Oh, I actually got, all right, 29. I scored a 29.
How does it say?
29 of 50 questions answered correctly. I forgot how many questions I actually did. I had 32 for the last, about 35 questions or so.
Okay.
I did, maybe, because I think that cube one was, I remember saying 32 with like so many seconds. Okay, so I scored a 29 on my Wonderlic.
Oh, man.
So the average score is 48.2%. I'm at 58%.
You got handwriting like an 8-year-old.
No, it's because I was writing fast.
Oh, okay.
I can write well if I need to, but if I'm scribbling, I'm just like...
You're just like, what ifs?
All right.
Oh, I'm nervous. So, I mean, overall, like, what did you think?
Some of it's really easy. Some of it's not. If I could go back, I think the first like 3 or 4 minutes I wasted really thinking about questions.
Yeah.
I should have bum rushed through and been like, yes, I know this for sure. I don't think you can necessarily go back. Actually, I'm going to see how many questions I actually took. So don't look at this because this is all the answers. But I would have been a little bit faster and guessed on a couple of them that I didn't guess on, that I tried to really just figure out. Oh, it doesn't say how many questions you're in still. Okay, so Duncan,
oh,
you have 12 minutes. I did forget your camera only goes for 2 hours, right? So we got to make sure our next thing is like maybe about...
we can swap out the batteries.
Oh, okay. I was going to say the next thing needs to be about 30 minutes or so, just to be on the safe side. Okay.
All right, my turn.
Are you nervous?
Yeah, I'm extremely nervous. All right, here we go. Start quiz. Oh, I'm nervous. My stomach
12
hurts.
minutes.
All right, here we
50
go.
questions. So I'm going to actually look at yours since I've already seen it.
Reduce the fraction 21 over 49 to its lowest terms.
I actually love doing that in math.
3 times... Are the following two words similar, contradictory, or not related? Enhance or entrance? Enhance and interest.
I can't wait for your
Entrance. Oh, it's entrance, not entrance.
I can't wait for your thing to say you tried.
It's gonna be like, this guy needs to be put into...
Dude, Ray Lewis murdered someone and got a higher score than you. That's what this
A box of candies contains caramels, chocolates, and chocolates with nuts. There are 3 times more caramel chocolates as there are chocolates with nuts. Okay. There are 3 times more caramel chocolates as there are chocolates with nuts. There are 20 chocolates total. How many of each type? There are 3 times as many caramel as chocolates with nuts.
This is like the best or worst kind of math. I actually like math like this.
When folded into a cube, which of the following corners would touch corner A?
So you think about it. I'm going to try and break this down for people. It basically looks like if you like laid out a dice or a die, and there's corners that have certain letters.
Are the following two words similar, contradictory, or not related? Impeccable, infallible. Miguel found it impossible to blank himself from his mangled car after the accident.
From Coco. Oh, I guess you could say the answers as you're going through. Because I'm not.
When folded into a solid shape, which corner touches the corner A? What is the next number in the series? 4, 12, 6, 9, 8, 6. 4, 3, divided by 2. Shoot, I don't know.
Talk out loud. Think out loud.
Okay, so 4. 12, 4 times 3 is 12. Divided by 2 is 6.
How's that a pattern? You got to find a pattern.
Yeah, I'm not finding
Is there a pattern there?
Divided by 2.
How do you get from 4 to 12 also? Besides multiplying.
I guess you would add
How many?
8.
Okay. So maybe go that route.
8.
I'm not saying that's right. I'm just saying you got to think about it all
6.
ways. So how do you get 12 to 6?
Minus 6.
Okay.
Plus.
You have right under 9 minutes. You're on question 8. So we're at about the same time frame right now.
I am going to just guess on this one. The following words similar, contradictory, or not related. Fault, break.
What do you think they are?
They are similar. The Declaration of Independence was signed in...
Jesus, Duncan. Sorry. That's so easy.
What? What do you think it is?
I know what it is,
What
without
is
a
it?
doubt. All right, I'm just going to say this if Garrett or Kenny are watching this. The Declaration of Independence was signed in, if you're watching this for some reason, text us in the group chat just the year without any context. What did you select?
1776?
Yes.
I was second guessing myself.
Oh, okay.
I was thinking
I
was
hoping you were going to put 1900.
I was thinking of something else, might have been like a different name, because I always get those names mixed up. A turkey was cooked at 400 degrees Fahrenheit in the oven for 3 hours. The internal temperature rose from 30 degrees to 156. What was the average rise in temperature per hour? So
Turkey. See, I didn't get this one.
150.
Oh, you got to... Okay, never mind. I mean, I'll tell you. You want me to tell you how to do this? You need to subtract the difference in what the temperature went from and to, and then divide by 3.
Yeah. So what is that? 126?
126 divided by 3.
3 would be...
I know exactly what it is. Perfect.
It's pressure, man, and you're trying
a
to
lot
go
of pressure.
fast.
You're
So
right under 7 minutes.
I'm surprised that it's 12 minutes. It's not a type of triangle.
Oh, I actually know that. I remember this from geometry.
Man, that one's tough. Acute, obtuse, right, or rhombus. I'm stuck between acute or rhombus. Going with that one. From the list below, select all the quadruped mammals that might be found as pet in typical American family home. Hamster, dog, cat. Her preference for blank cars meant that she often had blank car payments and a substantial amount of debt to pay for her preference for...
Her fleet? Who is this?
Foreign, expensive. No, see, that wouldn't work.
These are the easiest ones.
Yeah, but I'm overthinking it.
You got 5 minutes and 45 seconds.
Dude, I didn't keep timing you.
I was saying my own time.
In the number 10,987, I can't even, 0.36, which digit represents the 10th space? That would be 3. A tandem bike, that means that it has 2 seats. Similar, contradictory, not related. Legend, key, similar. Beat, pound, similar. 61.3% equals. Oh, that's tough. I have a hard time with these. I'm going with that. No, going with that.
Because I made a noise.
Yeah, you did.
I should do that just to throw you off.
Which 3 pieces are required to create a figure on the left?
This one was
only pieces
crazy.
the same may overlap.
4.5 minutes left. You're on question 20. You're on much better pace than I am, I think.
I don't really understand the question. Which 3 pieces are required? So
3 pieces, so 3 letters. Yeah.
You choose 3?
There's 3 letters on the right that are overlap on each other to make the one to the left, and only the same colors can overlap.
Oh, that's not okay. A, B, C. Terminate is the opposite of.
Terminate.
How many exact pairs are there in? So does it just mean pairs of numbers?
Yeah, like you need to look and see, like you see where there's like the slash.
Yeah.
You need to match up all those numbers and make sure they're exactly the same.
A lawyer owns 4 pairs of pants, 5 dress shirts, and 6 ties. How many days can he go lawyering without wearing the same combination of 3?
Go lawyering.
Wearing the same combination of 3 items. Refuted, irrefutable. Do these words
mean neither the same nor the opposite? Have contradicting meaning? Have similar meanings?
I'm going to say contradict.
This episode's not going to be good for audio.
Yeah. Similar, contradictory, or not related. Familiar, gallant. I'm going to say not related. Massive is similar to huge.
Huge.
Rank the following words so they form a complete sentence. Rectangle has sides 5 in a sentence. Is that sentence true or false?
2.5 minutes.
Rectangle
Question
has
27.
False. 16 divided by 2.5 would be. Wait, what?
16 divided by 2.5 equals what?
I don't know.
Think out loud. How you
8.
This out?
So I would say 4 for some reason, but I know that's probably not right. So
What are you going to select?
I'm going to select 6.4. Cow is to milk as orange is to juice.
All right, you're at question 30 of 50 with
What is
right under 2 minutes.
Next number in the sequence.
What are the
41,
numbers?
21, 35, 23, 20.
It's 41, 29, 35, 23.
Manipulate, handle.
The meaning of these words are, you got to say it out loud.
Add 0.45 to 52.12 plus 4.1111 plus 206. Okay, so please excuse my dear Aunt Sally.
What? What is that for?
I thought that I was just joking.
Oh.
52, 8, 58.
You have 30 seconds left.
Over
Are you
the
confident
course-
in that answer?
No.
Okay.
I'll spend 105 on lunch. What is the average cost per day? 2 weeks. Is that 2 work weeks or 2 full weeks?
It doesn't say anything about work, does it?
No, it doesn't. So 100 and
Think out loud. You're doing what now? 105 divided by 14.
It ended for me.
Okay.
So
Hey, you scored 27 questions correct.
27. How many did I get? Did you remember how many I got done?
You got to write it about the same as me, like 31 or 32.
I thought I got to 30.
Okay, maybe you were only at 30 then. You had like maybe 1 or 2 less questions than me, I think.
Yeah.
So I scored a 29. You scored a 27. So we're probably
That's
average.
not too bad.
No.
Considering I fully guessed on a couple of those.
There's a couple I saw you were guessing that I knew you were right. And I was just like, okay, that's good.
You know what's funny? I'm pretty good at that.
You kind of just like guess your way into
I'm a pretty good test taker, if I do say so myself. What it is it's the time, man. The time is the killer. Is it really 12 minutes for NFL players?
Yeah.
Do you know that?
The actual test is 12 minutes long, 50 questions.
Man, okay, so
let's see who your Wonderlic NFL twin is with 27.
well, dude, first of all, I think I would have done a little bit better if it hadn't been on a podcast.
Well, true, of course.
And you saying, all right, you got 8 minutes left.
All right, so a couple people that you scored the same as.
LeGarrette
Dude,
Blount.
Jay Cutler only got a 26. What's up?
He went to Vanderbilt.
He did. Ryan Leaf, Jameis Winston. Okay. You'd probably throw the same amount as picks as him.
Yeah.
Joe
Crab
Flacco,
legs.
OJ Howard, Zach Martin, Clay Matthews. I'm trying to think of people who are current. Okay, so that's it for that. Now I'm going to go up to 29 for me. Jordan Matthews, TJ Watt.
What about JJ Watt?
Jimmy Garoppolo.
Jimmy Garoppolo.
Matt Hasselbeck, who's actually a pretty smart guy. Josh Dobbs, Dobbs Salad. Nick Foles. Rex Grossman. Bears Super Bowl appearance, Bears quarterback, Rex Grossman.
Rex Grossman, that's like my favorite NFL name.
Jeez. John Elway, Troy Aikman, Josh Rosen. And that's about Dan Feeney.
It almost seems like it's not a very accurate depiction of like intelligence. It almost seems like making a decision. It's like what it is making a decision with a limited amount of time. Mm-hmm. And it's like the probability of like if even if under pressure, if your answer is still right or not.
Yeah. It doesn't.
I think I did, dude. I'm really surprised. I really thought I was going to get way worse than that.
No, you did good.
Considering
you thought
I only
today
answered,
in the group chat you were going to score really bad.
Considering I only got to 30 or 31 questions, like I got 27 of them right. That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's not bad because you got almost all of them that you answered right.
Yeah.
If we scored off of what we did,
if we had 20 minutes, I think we could have gotten this.
Oh, dude, if we had 15 minutes, we would have been fine.
Probably. That sucks. I almost want to do it again, but
now you know most of them.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll touch on this like once a year. We'll do the Wonderlic test and see if we get smarter or dumber.
And dude, it's like I said, it's really the time. It's the time that's the killer.
Maybe once every couple months we'll do like a fake ACT and stuff like that.
Do you think they get a practice test?
You can buy practice tests and stuff. So yeah.
So I wonder if they're like.
Oh, do you mean like do they get to go in the room and do one and then do another?
Yeah, or maybe not that, but like maybe like a week before the.
Dude, there's ways to practice for this, no doubt.
Yeah. I think
they probably use this stuff.
Dude, I haven't written down long division in like a long time.
I think I would need like an hour on long division and an hour on like decimals and stuff because it has been such a long time since I've done this. I'd love to
know. Oh, so will it show me which ones I got wrong?
Yeah, a few questions it'll show you.
Okay, so I got 21.
That one I actually knew, and I was like, he got that wrong.
Okay, so now it makes sense because it's 7. 7 goes into 21 3 times.
Reduce the fraction 21 over.
I just got nervous.
49, I think it was.
When folded into a cube, which of these corners would touch corners?
Those were very confusing to me.
Yeah, that one. Okay, so that makes sense now that I see it like that. Actually, you know what? Hold on.
What? Are you going to put this in?
Yeah, probably.
Okay, so some pyramids.
Man, I'm surprised I got some of these right. This one was tough for me, man. The series of numbers. Okay, so 4. I still don't know what this would be. 4, 12, 6, 9, 8. I guess what I could have done is, knowing me, what I should have done is since 6 was already in there once, I would have looked at 9 and just gone with 10 because it was like the closest one to 9. That would have just been an educated guess on that one. Oh, okay. So I only got 2 wrong.
Dude, that's not bad at all.
That's really not bad. I mean, like, I know technically, actually, I got like 22 wrong, but
the ones that you answered, you only got 2 wrong.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like with a practice test, I feel like you could maybe up your speed a little bit, especially, So what do we glean from having taken the Wonderlic test?
I think that was fun. It was something kind of goofy and silly for us to do.
I think we're both of average intelligence. I think that's really what that means. You are probably. I would gladly admit that you are probably slightly smarter than I am.
Like in general, or for this?
You're 2 points smarter than me,
which in reality is quite a bit.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Quite a bit.
Let's not get too carried away.
Quite a bit. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I thought it was pretty cool. It was kind of fun to do it and just
do it.
But yeah, I liked it. Man. I don't know. Do you have any thoughts about it beyond that?
I mean, dude, it's really what it is it's just, I kind of feel like this, like how I would after like, you know, a test in school or something like that. Like I'm looking back and I'm like, oh, I should have got these right. But also at the same time, like I feel like if we,
That's your PNG. Sorry.
I feel like if we do this again, we would both do exponentially better.
I agree. I do think we should do a different Wonderlic site test.
Yeah, for sure.
At some point in the future. Wonderlic part deux.
Part deux. In the meantime, take the practice test. Let us know
what you got.
How you scored.
Are you
how you fared.
Lamar Jackson or a Ryan Fitzpatrick?
So that's the joke, right? Is that Lamar Jackson did
You got like an 8 or something.
Very poorly.
That's honestly, that's pretty bad. Now taking it,
yeah,
that seems like that's pretty bad.
I just wonder if maybe he's just a really poor
test taker.
I feel like I'm a pretty decent test taker.
Yeah, sure. I'm better like cramming or not knowing, and then
dude, especially with multiple choice. Dude, multiple choice. Well, it's just like I'm just gonna guess like whatever I think.
Oh, dude, I love looking sometimes, and I'm like, I don't even know the answer, but I know that it's got to be like this.
Yeah. Well, I guess that about wraps it up for this return to force of Too Much to Say, the podcast.
The show, the podcast, the movie.
The YouTube channel.
It's like High School Musical, the musical, the show.
The show. I loved it. I really enjoyed it.
It was fun. We're going to do more random stuff like this instead of just random topics too.
And if you like, let us know how you did on the Wonderlic as well.
Hashtag. I don't even know. I don't even have a
hashtag. Too much to wonder.
Hashtag too much to lick.
That's pretty good.
Thank you.
That's pretty good. And on that note, let's go ahead and wrap up the podcast, shall we?
You can always go ahead and hit up Duncan on Twitter at
Dunk Butler.
Dunk Butler with a K. And at me at Playalata. We also have the Too Much to Say Twitter account, which is handled by Isaac at TMTS Pod. But yeah, so hit us up there. YouTube, podcast services, pretty much any of them. Like, comment, subscribe, all that crap. I hate saying that. Leave a review if you're so inclined to. Other than that, thank you so much, and we'll see you guys later.
We love you. Bye.